I'm Sue Smith. I'm a nutritionist at Align Modern Health, and today I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to make your own nut milk. Now, nut milks have become very popular recently. We have almond milk, coconut milk, now we have hemp, there's macadamia, there's flax milk, all sorts of milk alternatives. Whether you want to avoid dairy because of maybe lactose intolerance or an allergy, or you're wanting more of a plant-based diet and you're including nut milks as one of the main staples instead of having a dairy milk. So nut milk to make is super easy. It's very simple. A lot of the nut milks out there have a lot of gums and thickeners in them. I have a couple here. This one has, let's see, some gellan gum, locust bean gum. So this almond milk has vanilla flavoring. This hemp milk here has some guar gum in it. Those are just some thickeners. They're generally made from some sort of algae that they put in there to keep make it thicker or to keep the ingredients from separating. But you can make your own nut milk without these gums. Some of these gums and thickeners people are very sensitive to. It causes some stomach issues, it causes inflammation in the gut. So you can certainly make your own nut milk. You can make any flavor you want. You can also do some grain milk like oat milk, make your own. It's just a simple, easy, less expensive way to get that milk alternative. All you need is blender, some water, some nuts. Today I have pecans, and you need something to strain the nuts pulp after you blend it. So you could either do like a fine mesh strainer like this one. You have some cheesecloth, or they actually have this nut milk bag, which is just a fine bag. You can get cotton if you'd like. This one happens to be a little polyester that I'm going to use today to strain out the nut pulp after I blend it. So all you need is I used a cup of pecans. I happen to be allergic to almonds, so I can't drink almond milk. And plus I would like a nice pecan flavored nut milk. I'm going to try that. So you need to soak your nuts first. So overnight, if it's more of a delicate nut, then it's not as long, but several hours to soak it just in plain water, preferably filtered. Rinse off that water, put it in your blender. You add water. I'm going to add 3 cups of water to my 1 cup of pecans. If you like it thinner, you can add more water. If you like it a little more creamier, you can add less water. I'm going to put that in our blender. And all I'm going to do is blend until it's nice and thick and creamy. Okay, it doesn't take very long to blend, as you see. So now I'm going to take my nut milk bag and make sure you have a bowl ready, and I'm going to pour the contents of the nuts blended with water into the nut bag. And then I'm going to squeeze out all the liquid from the nut pulp. It's a good way to get the kids involved, having them squeeze all this good nut milk until it's nice and as much as you can. Now, don't throw away this nut pulp. You can use it for putting it in smoothies. You can dry it out and make a nut meal. You can use it like a nut butter. So save that for future use. You don't want to waste that. And then in my bowl here is my nut milk. And so I am going to store it in my jar here. Now you don't want to make a ton of it just because there's no preservatives, no gums or thickeners. So I will put a lid on this, keep this in the refrigerator. It'll last maybe 4 or 5 days. And that is how to make nut milk. Now you can do multiple different things with it. You can add flavorings like a little vanilla extract. You can sweeten it, maybe put a date or two in there, or some honey, maple syrup. You can even make a chocolate, put some cocoa powder in there and maybe some sweetener in there. Cinnamon would be great with the nut milk. So now I have my nut milk here, good for smoothies, putting some in my coffee, maybe in a paleo granola as like a cereal. But nut milk, very simple to make. You can do it at home. You don't have to pay those expensive prices at the store. No extra preservatives, gums, or thickeners. Hope you enjoy the video and go out and make some nut milk.